It's Tuesday. It's Mark Pyers. And it's Real Talk.
I was walking down the road today, looking for another way
to ease my mind
and help my living.
It's Real Talk. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pyers Real Talk. I'm here to help you make smarter moves, to amplify your current state, and I'm here with you on Tuesday for day 449 in a row. And who's on with me? Let's connect. We're gonna get down with some stuff. This is the first of two shows. You know, this is a daily double show while we're here in seclusion. We're all at home, right? Hopefully you're home. Hopefully you're safe. Hopefully you're staying away from people. I gotta tell you something. Today I happened to look outside and I brought the recycling down to the road and I look and I see like three ladies walking like a foot away from each other. What is going on here? Oh no, that's my friend. I don't social distance from my friend. I only social distance from people I don't know. No, you social distance from everybody. It's not like, oh, maybe everybody but Susie. No, Susie, Jill, Jennifer, whatever. You're 6 feet away, all right? Three people, like, holding hands, walking down the street, taking a walk. It's a nice day today. I get it. You want to take a walk, get outside. But how about you sit 6 feet apart while you're walking, Jeff, right? You know what I'm talking about over here. And so I'm just trying to protect my family. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little nervous about this. I got a 4, 10, and 11-year-old, okay? Frightened. People of all ages are being affected. You don't know how you will react to this thing. Everybody is reacting different. Some people with preconditions, as something that's happened already, they're going to have some sort of issue. But some people that are perfectly healthy are dying from this. So it is terrifying. Stay in, stay safe. If you're going to take a walk with your friends, they can hear you. You don't have to be a foot away. I don't need to feel your breath on my face. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is craziness, guys. We need to have some limits, some limitations here. Okay, look, I love you, Jill, Susie, you're cool and all, but I need you to give me about 6 feet. Thanks for coming out. They were like holding hands. I called my wife. I'm like, Laura, look at this. Do you see that? What did you? She's like, yeah, that's social distancing. I don't get it. 6 feet apart at all times. Guys, I'm walking around places. Lynn, how are you? Yes. Well, Lynn said, just always pray. Don't be afraid. Nothing impossible with God. You know, it's funny if you think about this. Throughout our lives, people leave this planet that we don't want to see leave this planet. Others that are horrible human beings continue to stay here. They live well into their 90s. They don't give anything back to society, anything back to humankind, and they get to live forever. And then they always say, always the good die young. It's true. Some people that should not have died are gone. So I don't know about that, but I do need Zabrowski's scream right now, and so do you. Here we go, Matt. Woohoo! Love it. I love it that my song inspired that woohoo from Matt Zabrowski. I got to just fix something real quick, guys. This is just really bothering me. Give me a second here. Yeah, that's a little better. I just hate seeing like that swale behind me. I don't know. It just bothers me. So I just had to go fix that real quick. But Lynn, I appreciate your comment. I hope you guys are going to connect with me today. Let's get into some stuff. We are going to have two shows today. This is day 449 in a row. And I want to share a message with you guys right now. I played this yesterday during the show, and I was so blown away by it that I just dropped it on YouTube. This is the clip. I want you guys to hear this because at the end of the day, I want you to understand what Real Talk is. Some people are like, oh, it's a positivity show. Some people are like, oh, he does celebrity impressions. Some people are like, he's a realtor. I'm like, yeah, I'm all of those things. So take a look at this clip real quick, and I'll be right back with you.
I can't believe I went 360 days without doing my impressions. I can't believe that. But I was so afraid for the world to be like, oh, well, what the heck is it? Is it a positivity show? Is it a show about music? Is it a show about real estate? Is it a show about celebrity impressions? It's all of it. Don't pigeonhole me. Don't tell me I gotta be one thing. I'm here just being.
You guys hearing any of this?
People out.
You guys hearing any of this at all? I don't know if this is working on the system at all. Give me 1 second here.
Well, little Timmy.
No, it's not. You should be hearing that through the speakers, and you're not.
I can't believe I went 360 days.
I don't know why that's not working, guys. So I can't play it for you. I was very excited to play you that moment, and I don't think you could hear any of it, because I think it should play through the speakers just like everything else. Am I wrong or am I right? Someone let me know. Anyway, that's unfortunate. I wanted you guys to hear that moment. Bottom line is this. This show is about the moment. I don't have a preconceived plan. I don't come out here and say, I'm going to give them this today. I do come out here and say, I'm going to just let my soul breathe. That's basically what I'm here to do. On a daily basis, I come out here and just let everything out. And I think that that's important. I think you need to be willing to do that. You need to be willing to let it all out and put it all out there. And so when I say that real talk is everything, it is. I don't have any barriers anymore. If I feel like dropping a Dr. Evil clip, which is what you're going to see tonight, I'm going to do it. Last night I laid out exactly what the Dr. Evil clip is going to be. It's amazing. I gave you guys like an insight into my mind. If you watch Real Talk last night, maybe about 3/4 of the way through, I went into a whole idea of what would be the next great Dr. Evil versus Donald Trump. And I laid it all out. And I just did it last night, and today I haven't edited it yet. So I'm going to work on that, and I will drop it for you because we are in the process of delivering content on a daily basis. You're going to get motivation, yes. You're going to get inspiration, yes. You're going to get live music on a daily basis. You're going to have new celebrity impression face swaps every single day, and it's because I'm here to entertain this world. You know, it's like you get these confusing thoughts along the way. You're like, maybe I'm a motivational speaker. Yeah, you're that. Maybe I'm a professional musician who invented the first drum for guitar players. Yeah, you're that too. Maybe you're a real estate agent that does their job very well. You're that as well. Okay. And maybe you're a talk show host that should be here keeping people entertained through this nightmare that we're going through. 449 days in a row. Try to remind you guys. I didn't start this last week when everything went to crap. Oh, I got to go out there and let me start a show. No, I've been here since December 31st, 2018, doing an hour plus every single day. I come out here and I just let it happen. And you got to be willing to do that. I'm willing to do that. I'm going to keep showing up and doing it. I want you guys to show up with me. And you're going to get all kinds of crazy face swaps. And you did see this. This is my new thing, personalized face swaps. You want to send a face swap to a friend? I already made one if your friend's name is Timmy.
So, Fauci, what's going on?
Oh, that's
out
not
there?
the Fauci.
So I'm very nervous right now.
Well, that's Fauci. But you see, I did that with Fauci. This is our personalized face swaps with Donald J. Trump.
Well, little Timmy, your mother says that you haven't been doing your homework. You know, if you don't do your homework, you can't play Fortnite. So you're going to have to do all of that homework, and then you could play Fortnite. Just listen to your mom. She knows what she's talking about. Big league.
Jill, good to see you on. And I am very pumped to see Jill on, and we're here connecting, guys. That's my newest service. Oh, Jill, you're the best. Thank you so much. We're here daily to entertain. I saw my friend Marisa a little while ago said, you know, there's a lot of people complaining right now because they don't have anything to do. They're home complaining. Sure, you should just be happy that you're healthy. And on top of that, maybe you should try to give back, do something to try to create some happiness. So I just said a little note. You could just have them tune into the Real Talk show. I've been live for 449 days in a row, just providing light. I'm here just giving light. That's all I want to do is see you happy, and I want to see everybody smile. And I think it's not my job. I know that, but I feel like it's my mission. So I show up every day in order to keep going. And I got to tell you something kind of interesting. You know, Michael, my buddy. And I got to tell you something kind of interesting. You know, I happen to have someone who's very close to me was sharing their perspective on Real Talk. Thank you, Jill. they were sharing their perspective on Real Talk. They said, I don't know how you do that. If I was going to do it for 449 days in a row, I would expect to have a ton of people on by the time I'm doing it for 449 days in a row. I don't know how you go on there and you just continue to stay so positive about this mission of yours. This mission. What are you here to do? Save the world, Mark? No, I'm here to effect a positive change one person at a time. Jill just changed my day, and I'm here to just make you guys feel a little better than you did before you said, oh, Mark's on. Let's see what he's talking about today. Maybe he's got a face swap for us. Maybe he's playing the beat seat. Maybe he's talking about real estate. That's the beauty of Real Talk. You never know what's going to happen. You never know where we're going with the show that day. Tonight, I'm letting you know right now, you're getting a Dr. Evil clip, part 8. I don't know what the 2 came from. Part 8 of Dr. Evil. It's coming at you this evening. I'm so excited about it because it's a very funny bit. The concept was pretty solid. Pretty solid concept, guys. So let me see if I can deliver on the idea that I came up with last night. But I don't know. I had this idea maybe a few days ago. I said, maybe I should let people into the way I do these things. How does Mark create a face swap like that? How does that happen? Well, I'll tell you how it happens. I basically look at a picture of or video of Donald Trump or Mike Pence or Dr. Fauci, and I'm looking at them talking. Their voice isn't there, though. Their face is there. And I just start talking. And if I see Donald J. Trump, and I start looking at him, I start feeling for it, guys. It happens so naturally. So naturally, we're going to win big league. And I think now it's like my favorite impression because everybody is like so at odds with each other. They either love Trump or they hate Trump. So I feel like he's the perfect character just because I am like a down the middle guy. I just want America to do well. I don't know about you guys, but I just want to make sure I have work. I want to make sure my children can thrive in a planet in 15 to 20 years. And it doesn't happen if we don't do the right things now. So I'm trying to recorrect what I think has been going wrong since from 16 on. When the election took place, you've seen some of these videos, how people acted. Oh my goodness, it's the end of the world. Oh, how dare it happen? The Apprentice guy. Come on, guys, really? Ronald Reagan was a president. He was a great president. You know he was an actor? Does anybody know he was an actor first? No, it's Ronald Reagan. He was the greatest president, Ronald Reagan. He was an actor before he was a governor, before he became the president of the United States. He was an actor. He was an entertainer. That's what Donald Trump is. He's an entrepreneur. He's an entertainer. He's a guy who was a billionaire and decided to put it all on hold in order to try to recorrect what we were doing wrong as a country. Now, look, I don't think you should like or not like someone. You should just respect a title and then just let people do their job. That's my perspective on everything. Peter, good to see you, my friend. Haven't seen you in so long. And my philosophy is this, guys, okay? We are here to connect. We're here to become one. We have divided so much since 2016. People can't even have a conversation in public. Can you believe that? You can't have a conversation with someone anymore. You might offend someone. Ooh, I didn't like that person said, isn't this America? Aren't you allowed to say how you feel? Nope, you can't say that though, Mark. You're not allowed to say that. If you say that, like, what? When did this happen? It happened on November 9th, 2016 is when it happened. The world turned crazy. And I stopped looking at and talking about politics. Abdo, how are you, my friend? For 400 days. Do you guys know I shut off politics on December 31st, 2018 when I started Real Talk? For the entire 400 days, I did not watch one show. CNN, Fox News, nothing. I don't want to see it because it's all negativity. The negatube, it's meant to bring you down. It brought me down for 2 years before I started Real Talk. I said, I'm going to be the light. I'll be the conduit for change. And you know what? If you tune in, we're going to get there together. If you don't and you continue to grab onto that negatube, I'm sorry. But you're being blinded by the negativity. You're being blinded by all of that negativity. It's hard to see through it, guys, when it's happening. It's hard to see through it when you're right in the middle of it. You need to pull away. You need to step back and say, wait a second, what matters here? We're talking about a 4 or 8 year period of time where this country does something, and then we're on to the next. When I tell you guys to live in the moment, I don't mean destroy your moments. I don't mean for you to go out and badger people just because you don't like what they have to say. You don't like their opinion. Let people be. If you saw my clip from yesterday, you would say, you know what, this makes a lot of sense. I want us all to be. I don't want us to hide who we truly are. I don't want us to have a problem speaking our truth because someone else doesn't like it. For 449, I've been here speaking truth, guys, and I'm here to tell you one thing today. Everybody's nuts. What is going on out there? I love that guy. I don't understand why we are all so consumed by the negativity. And we're like, you know what? Let's just keep going down that road. And now we're finally getting some perspective, aren't we? We're getting a little perspective. People staying home, they're saying, wait, I can't go outside because I may give something to someone or get something from someone. I got 3 kids upstairs and a wife. I want to keep this entire house safe. It's a scary world we're in, right? And now we have perspective for the first time. Oh, wait, maybe we shouldn't be so focused on if this guy gets in for 4 more years or that he said something that I didn't like. Like, really? You may live or die. What's more important? That's right. Now, all of a sudden, we're not seeing as much about those things, are we? Now we're seeing 99.9% coronavirus. Everything's about coronavirus. Heck, 2 of the stories I'm going to share with you guys today are about the coronavirus. Like, it is the topic. Everybody wants to know. I'm a little frightened about something else that no one's talking about. Did you guys know early March in China, there was a second outbreak? Oh, no, not SARS-2, not coronavirus. It's called H5N1 bird flu. Does anybody know what that is? 60% of the people die. Jill, thank you. I am here to just preach in a way. Look, I'm here to let the soul breathe. And I don't know why my screen is freezing. Can't stand that. What's the story with that? I got to tell you, I'm sitting 6 seconds away. 6 seconds, 6 feet away. I'm within social distance of my router. I can see the router. It's right there. I can breathe and he won't get coronavirus. And I can't even get a good signal here where you guys don't get a freezing screen. But this is the life we lead, isn't it? I'll tell you this. You just never know what's going to happen on Real Talk. Right, Jill? You just never know. Professor, how you doing? I'm so glad and thank you for following. I will get you back. I just had to go live. Professor, I had to go live. Listen, head over to YouTube, subscribe and ding the bell. This is the show that never ends, and you will always be able to rely on the fact that the Real Talk show will be live every day. Every single day, there will be a show for you. And while I am in seclusion, while I can't go out and sell real estate, I'm going to be here with you twice a day. These are hour shows. At night, they turn into 2-hour shows. I've done 3 hours a day, basically. And honestly, I'll tell you guys, as soon as Jill's now interacting with me right now, when people interact with the show, we go. I'll stay up for 6 hours. Are you kidding me? I'll be here all night if you guys come on and you want to interact, you want to ask questions, you want to say, well, what do you think about this, Mark? Well, I think people are nuts right now. And I think now we're finally getting that perspective, which is great. But I'm just as bad. Did you see this guy over here? Who's this guy? Did you see that guy? Who the hell is that guy? That's this guy. I'm freaking out, guys. I'm freaking out there. Like, I don't go out of this house unless I got a mask on. Unless I'm like, I got my head wrapped. I come in, I take everything off. I run upstairs, take my shower. And I'm like, okay, I think I'm okay now. It's a scary world we're living in. And guess what? There's like, Isma, how are you? There's like 4 people that have gotten it in Fairfield. Or I think it's a little bit more than that now, but this is a big town. And I'm out the other day at Trader Joe's. I got a video I want to show you guys. I got some pictures because I got to tell you, I don't get how people are being. They're like, okay, well, the governor's telling us to stay in. Everybody should stay in unless it's essential business, okay? That's it. Go out and to go to the grocery store, that's okay. But I'll go, there's 10 people standing over the onions. Just 6 feet apart, people. They're all over each other. I'm like, what is going on? That guy, 3 of them have corona now. They got it. They're all over each other. And then here's the worst part. I saw a lady, she's like coughing. She's coughing. I'm like, What are you doing at the store? What are you doing here? My wife's like, oh, it stays in the air for 3 hours. So someone could cough. And then an hour and a half later, 2 hours later, you walk through the spot that person coughed. Guess what? You got coronavirus. This isn't like theoretically. This is straight up. Taj, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for having me on your show today. It was awesome. You know what? I love Taj. I'm going to have Taj on Real Talk soon. Taj is a 13-year-old motivational speaker, and I'm going to have him on Real Talk real soon because I love his mission to affect positive change. He's doing the same thing I am, and we're all trying to see more happy people out there. And I'm going to get Taj. I have to figure out how to do Zoom and Skype. My plan here is to start bringing people on like mad. Jill, you want to come on? We're going to get on. We're going to talk because I want us to connect. I want us to feel better than this seclusion is making us feel. Everybody's antsy. You got to get outside in your yard, okay? Don't go walk down the street with 3 ladies holding hands, okay? Oh, did I tell you that story, Sally? Ugh, I got Sally. What? Sally's got you all over her face now. How about you give her 6 feet? She can hear you, okay? You're in the open world, okay? Hey, Sally, did you hear the story about... Yeah, I hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. I can hear you loud and clear. I don't need the spit in the face while you're telling me the story. That is a pass on that one, okay? How about we just go forward to the part where we're 6 feet apart? How about that? I shouldn't be anything to be offended by the way. Anybody I see. I saw my parents like a few days into this, and I was like, can't hug you? Good to see you. I'm waving at you. You know, I've traditionally been, I grew up as the kid who every time we see our parents, when we say hello, we say goodbye, we give them a hug and a kiss, okay? A little kiss on the cheek. We're Portuguese. It's a thing we do. And for me to change my culture, because I have a fear. My parents are in their 70s and 60s, 70s. And that is a scary thing because this is who the target, anybody who gets, it's like this death for anybody over 65, I think, mostly. And so I'm terrified that if I was the one responsible for this. And so now, again, what I see from our culture, what's going to happen here is we're going to shift the way we are towards each other in order to curb this thing. And when and if we ever get to the point where the government, whoever's in charge, says, okay, everybody, we're good to go. You can go back to hugging people. Oh, Nicole, I'm so glad you tuned in. Donald J. Trump. We can go back to hugging people. We can handshake again. People are going to be like, nah, I'm good. America and the world is changed forever because of COVID-19. Now, this is too early for it to happen, but mark my words. I'm telling you right now what's going to happen. If you give this more than 3 months, by the time they say it's okay to go back to hugging and interacting with people and getting close again, you could get rid of the social distancing. People will be like, no, I'm good. And even the ones who like affection, even the ones who want to get closer to someone, they're going to feel an awkwardness. It's going to take just as long to get back to the other part of the culture we lived for thousands and thousands of years. Can you believe that? Thousands and thousands of years of culture squashed out in a 3-month to 6-month period, and we'll have to fight to get it back. It's crazy. But this is how we are. This is how we are affected by everything around us, to the point that we will shift the way we've been for thousands of years in order to survive. Think about that. If we're smart enough to pay attention and to stay safe, to stay in, we'll survive. We may be able to actually get rid of this thing pretty quickly if we just do what needs to be done. The more people go out, though, and they're like, I could beat it. Like, even me, guys, I'm going out with a freaking mask on. Did you see this guy over here? That's no joke. That is no joke. That was pre this week. This week, I have a photo I have not uploaded. If I didn't have anybody on Insta right now, I would upload this photo so you could see it. I'm going to show you guys tonight. Tune in tonight, like 9:30. I'll be on 9:30, 10 o'clock. We're doing 2 hours tonight, okay? I'm letting you know right now. Oh, thank you, Jill. Well, I thank you so much. Donald J. Trump.
He is a fantastic impression to do. I mean, think about it, guys. Everybody likes Trump, don't they? No, they all love me. I'm such a great president. Have you seen my crowds? Everywhere I go, they all want Trump. Trump! Oh, I love you, Trump. Yes, I know. I'm Donald J. We're winning big league.
And so that's the new thing, Jill. We're doing personalized face swaps for people. So if someone wants me to call their best friend as Donald Trump, we take the video. I'm like,
Bill, it's Donald. Look, your friend Derek wanted me to give you a call and let you know how great you are. I'm taking some time out of my very busy schedule. As you know, COVID-19 is all over our minds at the moment. But Bill, I needed to take this moment and let you know how important you are to Donald J. Trump. Okay, Bill, winning big league. I'll see you later. Bye.
I just gave one away for free. It's like we did for Timmy the other day. I keep saying, if someone has a kid named Timmy, I already did you one. Did you see this one, Jill? Let's see. Did it turn on again? I don't know what happened there. Guess it's not working. Wow. This is what happens with my system. I don't know why.
Well, little Timmy, your mother says that you haven't been doing your homework. You know, if you don't do your homework, you can't play Fortnite. So you're going to have to do all of that homework, and then you can play Fortnite. Just listen to your mom. She knows what she's talking about. Big league.
Big league. Mom knows what she's talking about. Big league, guys. So remember, these are face swaps you can get. All right, I'm going to move us forward to the news, guys, because we have another show later. Don't forget. And you make sure you tune in for it, all right? Subscribe and ding the bell over on YouTube. So, guys, this is something my mother told me about when I saw her the last time I saw her. And I forgot to bring this up during the show. Is my man Little Mark on? Oh, okay, Little Mark's on. He said that the way we could stop this is to stop making the damn viruses. That's actually very true. Think about it. Like every single thing that we are affected by at some point was created in a lab, most of it. I don't know about this one though, if this was created in a lab or not. They say this is from bats, but anyway, I think he's right about most of that. So my mother actually pointed this out to me, and I thought this was a cool story I didn't bring up last time. We're going to talk about it now. In 2008, self-proclaimed psychic Sylvia Browne published an end of days book, a doomsday book, that prophesied a severe phenomena like illness would spread the globe in 2020. This is kind of crazy. Browne died in 2013, but her book is number 2 in Amazon's nonfiction chart this week. Some have traced Browne's claim to a fiction thriller printed nearly 3 decades earlier. Hoax or not, the coronavirus pandemic has sparked some to look at doomsday warnings like Browne's with fresh eyes. The late self-proclaimed psychic Sylvia Browne once wrote that a severe respiratory illness would spread throughout the globe this year. That's pretty specific. She didn't say that's famine. She said severe respiratory illness. With the coronavirus pandemic sweeping the world, many are looking at Browne's 2008 book, Predictions and Prophecies About the End of the World, and Other Doomsday Prophecies with fresh eyes. Well, yeah, what does Nostradamus have on this? Oh, in the year 20 of the sins of the sky will find that there's a disease, that petulance. Like, did you guys ever see Nostradamus's? It's like, I could write stuff, guys. Seriously, I'm just going to start doing this. I wrote a couple of them when I was 19, just as a joke. But seriously, they'll happen one day. They'll happen. Because everything is meant to take place at some point. Like, I'll give you one right now. What? And then they came down from the heavens. And they attacked, and they attempted to take over, and we did everything we could to fight, and eventually we couldn't any longer, and at the end of it, we commingled and became one. Oh my goodness, I just foretold the future! That is what's going to happen someday. Someday, something will come down. It will be human-like, maybe. Maybe this happened already, millions and millions and millions of years ago. They said there were 9 different human species on this planet. You know how they always said, oh, Homo erectus, Homo sapien, They were all here at the same time. They weren't one and then the next came after millions of years. No, they were 9 different human species, alien species on this planet at once. And then eventually all that remains is us, human sapiens. Now, what happened to the others? Did we systematically destroy them all in order to be the only, or, you know, the meteor hit over here and killed off this, because they had all these different types. One day I'll pull it up and read this back to you. We did this about 2 months ago. This is why I'm bringing it up. Anyway, Sylvia Browne. Guys, check it out. Did she predict this? And if she did, she also said it will leave just as quickly as it came. That's something that I remember my mother telling me. So let's check out. What's the next story, guys? I got a couple of them for you. And then remember, I'll be back later for Dr. Evil versus Donald Trump. That's right, it's happening tonight. This is interesting. Do you need to? This is something going back to what I was talking about earlier. When I'm walking around outside with my mask on, I'm doing it. I went to Trader Joe's the other day like a madman. I had my thing on. I was like ski mask style. I saw one of my friends was like, this is probably the only time in history you can go into a bank with a mask and gloves and it's appropriate. I was like, that's pretty funny. So do you need to change and wash your clothes after visiting your grocery store? Let's check it out. As some folks on social media fret about whether they need to wash or change their clothes to avoid catching COVID-19, infectious disease experts say you generally don't need to do so more often than usual. And some even warn that a preoccupation with laundry could come at the cost of taking more important measures like washing your hands. Still, there are some best practices to follow when you haul dirty clothes to the laundromat. The average person should not worry about their clothing, Sarah Fortune, a professor and chair of Department of Immunology and Infectious Diseases at the Harvard T. Chan School of Public Health. That's a mouthful. Oh, geez, I'm having fun with you guys today. The average person should not worry about their clothing is what they're saying. She does work at the Harvard T. Chan School of Public Health, so I'd listen to her. If you are a healthcare provider and potentially subject to a high density of virus, the answer is different. But for most of us, it is all about our hands and face. The face. If you are a healthcare provider, well, that was a different thing. I already read that for you. COVID-19 is believed to spread primarily from person to person between people who are within 6 feet of each other through droplets from a sick person's cough or sneeze. However, if you're three ladies walking down my street, don't hold hands and walk down the road. Come on, guys, you're crazy. Oh, she may not look like she has the COVID-19, but she could be a carrier. What are you doing? You're putting your family at risk. You're putting this entire town at risk. That's Fauci. He's coming out. Fauci does not like seeing people within the 6 feet. You know, he's got this thing. He's like an octopus. He's always telling people, I'm like an octopus. You'll go within 3 feet of Fauci. You got an elbow in the Fauci. He's always talking like that. So just keep in mind, if you're walking down the street with Fauci, give it 6 feet. You don't want a random foot coming out of nowhere into the Fauci. It could happen. I've seen it before. Cato knows. When Cato will be on later when Fauci comes on. Fauci's coming back out again tonight. And I don't know if you guys realize this. Last night's the first time I actually caught him in the studio and we got into it. And I almost got an elbow into his Fauci, but I got to tell you guys, he's 97-degree black belt and I believe him now. I was on the offensive. He's here in the chair, right? He gets up to go. He's like, oh, I'll see you guys later. And he turns to get up, and I'm coming like, Fauci, there you are. And I go in like this to elbow him in the Fauci. I have never seen an elbow come at my Fauci quicker. Unbelievable. He came out from the chair, leaped, elbow to the Fauci. I was like, ugh. And then I took him down, and I got like this on him, and he's like, ugh. And he just ran out the door. So I don't know. Tonight, maybe I'll have a chance again but this time I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to come up from behind him and jump on him. And I'll see if I can go live so you guys can see it all happen. Because we're taking him out. Little Mark knows. We're taking him out. Jill, right? We got to get Fauci off the show. Because the problem with Fauci is he's going after my people. He's always telling you guys, don't go to the positivity guy. Come to the dark side. It's Fauci. I'm like, what are you talking about, Fauci? But he's running for president and he's always trying to get your vote. Like, did you guys hear his latest? This one blows my mind. You have 2 options with Fauci. All right, listen to this. Here's your 2 options. You either vote for Fauci or you get an elbow in the Fauci. Those are his two options. You don't have a third option of voting for Biden. I'm voting for Sleepy Joe. No, you can't vote for Sleepy Joe. You can't vote for anybody except Fauci. If you get into a room with Fauci, that's it. You're done. Because I will tell you something. That guy's quick. He is quick. You could be walking down the street with your two closest friends, post social distancing. Did you hear the one about elbow in the Fauci? Where did that elbow in the Fauci come? I told you. It's vote for Fauci or you get an elbow in the Fauci. You should have listened. I'm just warning you. I'm preparing you for the inevitable. Don't you guys know Fauci? Vile human being. So when he goes, here's the other thing I'm really having a problem with Fauci. I don't know if you guys have seen him yet. Sometimes he makes like a lot of sense. Like I'm like listening. I'm like, yeah. But then he'll say something totally off. He'll be like, I've been live every day since my mother kicked me out of the womb. I'm like, okay, he just took me out of reality. What the hell does that mean? What do you mean, Fauci? Kicked you out of the womb? You mean she had a baby? No, I had 2 more days in there. I'm like, 2 more days? How do you know? Well, my due date was December 15th, and she kicked me out on December 13th. What? No, she just had a baby when she was meant to have the baby. Those dates are never accurate, Fauci, don't you know? Look, the doctor said December 15th, okay? He gave us a date. How dare she? I'm like, dude, you're nuts. Fauci's out of his mind, guys. So look, when you see him later, just remember 2 things. First of all, whatever he says, do the opposite. That's with Fauci. Whatever he says, do the opposite. And number 2 is there is no Cato. Just so you know that. He's always talking to this guy, Cato. Hey, Cato, can you believe it? Yeah, I know. I'm like, who's he talking to? There is a wall right there. That's a wall. That's a wall. There's no Cato there. So I don't know, guys. I'm just saying. I don't know how we got to that because we were in the middle of this story here. I don't even know. Jill, how did they even come up? Fauci. He's out of his mind. Maybe because we were talking about this story here where you say you just need to worry about washing your hands in your Fauci. That's the most important thing to focus in on during this pandemic that we're going through. So let me get to the next story here. I'm going out there with my mask. I don't know about you guys. I'm not paying attention to this Harvard lady. Yeah, you went to Harvard. Okay, you go to the store and then come home and hang out with your kids with your clothes on. Go ahead, Harvard lady. Go. I want to see you do that. I guarantee you that lady comes home, takes off all her stuff. She goes right into the shower. When was this written? Hold on. It was written today. Okay, but I guarantee you tomorrow, the next day, she's going to come back and she'll be like, you know what? I think that you should probably take it all off when you get in and just wash your clothing in your hands. Hey, Daily Fitness, how you doing? I'm having a ball today, Jill. We're having some fun. And I appreciate it when you guys communicate with me because, like I said, we're here to connect together. And just make sure you wash your clothes. Don't listen to this Harvard lady. She doesn't know what the heck she's talking about. She only went to Harvard. She went to Harvard. Hey, what are you doing? How you like them apples? Whoa, what movie is that from? You guys know what that's from. Good Will Hunting. All right, let me move you to the next story here. I was thinking about that impression that they do in Boston. Okay, so check this out, guys. This is pretty cool. Everything's going virtual now, right? Everything is going virtual. I started a new virtual real estate business. Stay Safe Concierge Real Estate. Check it out, markpyersrealtalk.com/stay safe. In fact, I'm going to share that with you. And the other thing, if you guys like this program and you want to support this program while I'm in seclusion, you can do that by going to markpyersrealtalk.com and you could order some services there. But I have a Patreon account now, and I've been dropping exclusive footage on the Patreon account. I dropped a song that I've never released for anybody before. It's a spoken word song I wrote many years ago called Senses. It won't be live for anybody to see in public, I think, for a couple more days, but I released it for my patron. I got one patron right now, my man Michael, who's the one who was like, you got to do a Patreon so we could support this show. I was like, all right. So now I'm doing it. And I appreciate it. I've been here for 449 days in a row. It'd be nice if people start supporting the program and say, look, I like it. Keep going, buddy. So you can do that now. And just packages there and all kinds of exclusive goodies. Like I'm offering a face swap as part of one of my packages there. So they're $50 if you order it through the website. This one, it's part of a monthly package. And I think it's like a $10 a month package or something like that. So you support the program for 5 months, you just got a face swap, really. Something like that. Anyway, check out patreon.com/MarkPyersRealTalk. Then go to MarkPyersRealTalk.com. And that's where you'll see all this new stuff I'm offering. Like I said, you got to start thinking outside the box, guys. When you have an option of selling real estate and all of a sudden there's no one out there, you're like, okay, well, what do I do? Okay, well, I got to start digging deep and come up with something new for this world. So that's what we've been doing. Jill, you're the best. So check this out. Ready? The virtual tour of Van Gogh. This is the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam, and it says it makes you feel like you're really there. Now, I don't know if do they show us? Oh, tour now. Hold on. I'm going to try to do this with you guys. Let's interact, okay? This will be cool if this works. Let's see what we got. I got to get over here, though, and open it for you. Interact. All right, here we go. Is this it? I can't tell. I can't see anything. It's too small. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second, because this will be cool if we could do this. All right, here we go. And why don't... Oh, God almighty, this is annoying. I'm trying to open it up. It's not opening. Let's try it this way. All right, it's not opening, guys. I wanted to show this to you. There's like a virtual tour. Temporary closure. What the? All right, so they have a virtual tour of all of Van Gogh's works. You should check this out. And actually, it's not just his work. It's all of their works. So you can check this out on npg.org.uk. And I'm going to shut it off because I couldn't get it to work, guys. If it's not going to work, I'm done with it. All right? So what else is going on out there? We're officially through the news for this part of the show. I will be bringing you some more stories back later. And guys, just keep in mind, Dr. Evil's coming back later. Do you guys want a little bit of a preview? Oh my goodness, I can't give you the preview. Donald, it's Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil. I just wanted to see how you're doing. I'm starting to give it away. I don't want to give it away, guys. I'm not giving it away. Joe, how you doing, my friend? And Jill wants to hear it, though. I got to give you a little piece of it, okay? Donald, it's Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil. I just wanted to see how you're doing with COVID-19. I can't stop it, Dr. Evil. I can't stop it, no matter what I try. I tried hydrochlorochlorine, and it didn't work. What are we going to do, Dr. Evil? Well, I have the antidote. You have the antidote? I do. What am I going to do, Dr. Evil? What do I have to do to get the antidote? You just have to pay me $10 billion. $10 billion. Are you negotiable on that figure, Dr. Evil? I'm thinking more about 9 million. How about 9 billion? 9,999,999. How about that, Dr. Evil? It's just a dollar less. That's right. I'm willing to walk over that dollar, Dr. Evil. Make a move, Dr. Evil. All you have to do is say yes. Donald. That's the gist. I'm going along that line there. I'm thinking like, how negotiable are you, Dr. Evil? Are you willing to maybe play with that figure a little bit more? Luke, my brother. Luke, it's Dr. Donald J. Trump. Sometimes, Peter, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in to the Real Talk program today. It's Donald J. Trump. I am currently trying to get Dr. Evil on the phone. Dr. Evil, it's Donald J. Trump. Oh, hi, Dr. Evil. Hi, Donald Trump. Oh, thank you, Jill. Well, this is the whole thing. Like now I'm thinking people may say, you know what? I really want to get my friend out of the out of the dumps right now. They're just down on themselves. And I think they could use a funny impression, you know. It would be pretty cool if I could have you do a face swap for them. Her name is Jill. And I just want her to feel better. Can you call and just maybe, tell her that things are going to get better? Jill, it's Donald J. Trump, your president. I just wanted to let you know that I'm on the job. We're going to win big league, Jill. Jill, just relax. Just relax, Jill, because we're going to get through this. We're going to make it through. We'll be stronger in the long run. We're going to win big league. Theogolis, how are you doing? Thank you so much for tuning into the program. This is Donald J. Trump. We're going to win big league, George. I'm dying, Jerry! That's the other one we're going to do. I can't wait to get to the Seinfeld, but hey, George, what's the deal? I'm dying, Jerry! Well, we haven't done Seinfeld yet. That's got to be one of them. George Costanza, right? Do you guys remember his father? His father was hilarious in that show. He'd be like, what the hell? I used to love the way he'd scream. Oh, brilliant. That show rocked. So one of these days, we'll bring in the Seinfeld crew. Oh, George, did you hear about coronavirus? Televandeling Industries! I don't know if I could do George Costanza as just like anything. Like, I can't talk like George Costanza like I would Christopher Walken. Can't do that. I just can't get into it that way. Wow, Jerry, I didn't see the latest on coronavirus. Who knew that the coronavirus would kill 20 out of 5,000 people? We're really very scared. Jerry, what are we going to do? Oh, I'm not sure. What are we going to do, Christopher Walken? That's a very terrible Jerry Seinfeld. But guys, look. Bottom line is this. You pick the character. I'll work on him a little bit, okay? Because Jerry I haven't done in a really long time. Hello, Newman. That's a funny guy, too. Hi, Jerry. Thank you, Jill. I'm really just rolling on it today, huh? I mean, look, I told you, this show is the moment happening in front of you. Whatever feels like coming out is going to come out. And we just happen to be randomly on, George Costanza of all, right? That's just craziness. But remember, guys, if you show up, you're going to have something going on because I'm going to be here 449 days in a row affecting real change. Remember, it just needs to be one person at a time. Don't take on anything more than that at this time. It's a weight you cannot control. Right now, I have one mission. I show up and I let it all out. And hopefully someone's on the other side and they're saying to themselves, I'm tuning in later. Because I'll be back later, 9:30 tonight, for at least 2 hours. Because Dr. Evil's showing up. Dr. Evil's coming through. Oh, thank you so much, Jill. I just love being here with you guys. Teachings of Yosef, how are you? Appreciate having you on. And we're looking forward to tonight's show because I may get the beat seat back out there. Honestly, guys, I'm kind of a little gun shy to get the beat seat back out because 2 days ago, and I dropped this as a podcast yesterday. You can get my podcast free of charge. The music was insane. The guitar playing, I don't think I can one up that. I kind of want to sit on that for a little bit. Like if you go and listen to that performance, you'll be like, whoa, I didn't know he could play guitar like that. I didn't know I could play guitar like that. That's all I'll say. I find myself to be an okay guitar player. I'm self-taught. Everything I do, I've felt, okay? I didn't take lessons to learn how to play lead guitar. Don't know any chords besides major chords. I find things that sound good and then I make it work, right? And same thing with lead. Now I'm to the point where even though I don't know what's on the guitar, I know what it sounds like. And I know when I hear something in my head, where to go on the guitar to get that note. Does that make sense? So yes, in theory, if I go to sit down with someone and they're like, hey, what key are you in? I'm like, I have no freaking ID. No ID, okay? You just gotta play and figure it out. And they'll be like, oh, that's B flat 7. I'll be like, is it? I wrote the song. Is it? I don't know. I hear things and I find them. I don't care what key it's in. You care what key it's in. You need to know what key it's in. This is the difference between someone who's taught with theory and someone who could play, someone who could just feel. Other people that improvise, that feel, They're just like, let's go. There's two different types, many different types of musicians. Some people that need to know what key they're in. I know if it's in B flat 7 that these are the notes that I could play. I can't play any of those notes because they don't work with B flat 7. And I'm like, I may hit a wrong note every once in a while, but what I've done is that's given me a trigger response. Okay. What I've done is I've actually learned in the moment. I'm learning in real time. Oh, that one doesn't work in whatever this is. Oh, it's B flat 7. That note doesn't work with this song I'm playing, you know, and you self-correct in the moment. So maybe, yeah, every once in a while I'm hitting a wrong note because I'm not trained. I'm not theory trained. But I honestly like to let the moment happen, and I let a mistake happen, and then that becomes the song. Think about that. Think about that. My favorite moments within older songs, favorite moments, were the ones that happened by mistake. If you take some of your favorite recordings of all time, for me, it would be live recordings and then hearing the same song played. Okay, so you hear the studio track and then you hear the artist play it live and you hear something. You hear something in there that wasn't in the studio recording. It happened in the moment. And that becomes the song. And for me, I show up every day in order to create, okay? And this happened 3 days ago. Again, one of my new services, you could have a personalized song written about you, written about a friend, a colleague, a spouse, whatever. And the other day, a new subscriber, Shrig, I said, someone give me a topic. And he said, write me a song about being down. And you're wanting to go to the bar and just drink it off. I said, all right. I improvised a full song and eventually came up with this hook within the song. That happened because I'm not afraid. I have no fear. And that's a silly thing. It's a silly thing to not have any fear. But I realize if I do, I will never show up for you. If I'm afraid of failing, if I'm afraid of saying the wrong thing, if I'm afraid that the words come out wrong, that will cause me to step back. So I just keep driving forward. I just keep going. And I'm like, you know what? I won't ever stop because fear is all within us. It's all something that we create. We create the fear. Oh, what if Jill doesn't like that I say something? What if my Donald Trump impression's not good? What if I do Mike Pence and it's not Mike Pence? I didn't do a good Mike Pence today. Mr. President, it's Mike Pence. Anything I could do for you today, Mr. President? All right, I'll be in the other room praying. Mike Pence. But if you have fear, I'm unscripted. Ooh, what if I run out of content? What if I don't know what to say next? That's living on the high wire, guys. Get on it. Start going. You fall, get back up, go again. I've been here for 449. You think every single show's been fire? A lot of them have been. But there's been a few where, I'm like, I'm off. I'm just not feeling right, but I still show up. I still do the show. And no matter how I'm feeling, I'm coming out. Because the world needs more light. So I'm doing my part. And hopefully you guys go to the bottom and you share this with your pages. That's the other thing, Jill. Maybe you could do, everybody head to the bottom, go where it says share, and share it to your world. Hey guys, check out my buddy. He's live twice a day while we're going through this. He's just trying to bring us up. If you're looking for fresh content, shut off the negatube, turn on Real Talk. He's live every day forever. And tomorrow's day 450. 450 days in a row. I'm so excited. So the other thing I saw recently that I think I would like people to start thinking about is starting a watch party while I'm live, because that brings your entire world into the show together. And you guys can have like conversations with me. Oh, Jill brought in 5 people and we're having a party. Guys, this is the Real Talk party. So I think we got enough going for today. Let's see. I've been here. Holy cow. 55 minutes, guys. This is supposed to be a 30-minute show. I'm going to go and hang out with my kids for a little while. And I turned it into an hour. But that's what we do. If you guys have any topics for tonight, any songs you'd like to hear, just shoot them my way and I'll give them a shot. I'm going to get the guitar out. I got to do it. I can't just... But definitely go over the podcast, guys. Any podcast network, it's free of charge. And check it out, okay? It was a really great episode of inspiration, but then on top of it, the music was fire. Whew. And we had a lot of live looping stuff like this. So make sure you send me those topics. And I will see you guys later. And again tomorrow for 450. It's Mark Pyers. And it's Real Talk. See you later. Jill, thank you for tuning in, sticking with me. I'll see you tonight.